Morning. Another decent night. Don't think I can possibly recover from yesterday fully, but see how it goes today. Another 20 mile ahead. The birds have made sure that I woke up this morning. But it's beautiful outside, so I'm not complaining. Should be a nice day today, so Factor 50's getting lathered on. There we go, packed up, leave no trace, except from your footprint, of course. Sun's just come out for me leaving. It's been a delight. So, I'm away for the third day of the Arran coastal wait. I've got a nice little bit of coastal walking here on grass, bit of cobbles, but I'm going to be on the road soon. Today's main goal though is find somewhere I can get a nice cold brewski. Maybe one I can buy and store in the pack for tonight. I missed my beer last night, wasn't the same. Ooh, that's a nice cave. This is how it all ends for me. I'm coming towards the road, which is pretty sad. I could walk like this steadily away for 20 miles easy. Well, I say easy. Maybe 10 miles easy. 10 miles struggles. Just walk past some people cooking bacon. Now, I'm not usually much of a bacon person, only if it's a full English and only, but that smells fucking good, that. I wish you could just go up to strangers and ask them for food. I mean, you can, but it's a bit odd, isn't it? Now I don't just need a cold brewski, I need some kind of cooked breakfast. Two things I need now. Just when you think you can't possibly get any more beautiful, any more mad, this place. Some dolphins just start appearing, like just mooching about the water out there, looking for some salmon, whatnot else, you know. Honestly, I didn't think it would keep blowing my mind, this place, but what a stunner. I would try and film it, but they only pop out every so often and I haven't got the patience to try and film that. Probably wouldn't be able to see it anyway, but they're there, I promise. Stumble across this little cafe and they've got lobster rolls. I assume they caught those lobsters out there. I mean, that looks gorgeous on this beautiful sourdough roll. Got a piece of fresh coffee cake. Oh. Wow. I think some of that salad should go in now. A bit of crunch in there. Exactly what I needed. I only walked about 6 miles, but freshly caught lobster by the fucking coast.
It's like a pre-mixed instant, so it's not milk, but it's a cappuccino. It's delicious.
Right, so moving on from Macquarie Bay Hall food tea room. Oh, incredible. I mean, I walked in there with one goal. Instinct was to buy something breakfasty. But my eyes drift towards the bottom of the menu. I see special red writing, lobster roll and a sourdough roll. And I figure, what's the chances that they've caught, well, not them personally, but that lobster has been caught pretty locally in waters like them. I couldn't resist. Along with a fresh coffee cake, a cappuccino and a Fanta. Oh, that's all the fuel I need. I'm going to employ a slightly different tactic today. Yesterday I just kind of split it into two halves, 10 mile, 10 mile, and just power walked it. Not all of it, and I took a lot of it in on the East Coast, but it was painful by the end of the day. And today is such a beautiful day, so I'm just going to stop at places like this. Take my time. Enjoy the odd bridge here and there. That's a handsome little masonry bridge there. Top up on some water because I noticed my whiz was a bit dark. Well, well, well. What have I found here? I mean, this is fucking mental. I don't know whether to be creeped out or amazed. A bit of both, I think. I mean, I wonder if they started back there and worked their way forward, or just some super nimble people who just weaved through and... Either way, I guess overall I'm impressed. And it would be rude not to add to it, I'd say. So, let's take this little boy here and pop it on top of there. There's my mark. On to the next attraction of the day. Another cave. Oh shit. This is King's Cave. Apparently Robert the Bruce came for a little camp in here, snuck away while he prepared for war. I forget the name of Brannick something, the name of the war, which they won ultimately. Apparently he just came in here though to hang out with some spiders. Pretty mad cave though. Oh, don't blame him for choosing this one. Just pulled up for a nice rest. Figured I couldn't get much better than this spot. Scran on one of these, which by the way, are pretty nice. They'll rip your ass out price wise, but one of these a day, you're right as rain. But about halfway through today, 10 miles bagged right now. A minimum 10 more, and then we'll see how I'm feeling after that. I think there's a pub somewhere around about that mark, so it might end at 10 miles. We'll see though. been a pretty long stretch of road. Fucked it really because I panicked and took the left turn inland to walk the road route, thinking that the coastal edge, let's how we say, the rim, was mostly boulders, and I was worried about the tide, but I can see from up here that there's a nice long path that I could have walked along really, but it's not been the worst road ever, I guess. It's just not good on your feet. Now that is not what I want to see. Heartbroken. So that bar close sign just broke my heart. I was really fancying a burger or fish and chips and a nice cold pint, you know. Lovely little hotel slash bar pub, but only serving residents on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. But I managed to sneak I didn't sneak anything. I managed to get a couple of tinnies off her, one Estrella, one Moretti, so not the end of the world. I'll have me camper meal tonight instead, and a couple of tinnies by the beach. Well and truly fucked it tonight. Absolutely incredible day today. Didn't think anything could go wrong, but I walked a bit too far and reached a point which would have either been, no, only one thing would have went wrong. It would have been high tide and I would have been lost at sea. Basically, I had to walk further up inland, and I'm now camping in a random field. I feel like an absolute criminal, but it's nearly 10 o'clock and I couldn't walk any further. I'm about 25 miles deep. I'm just gonna have to hope that nobody finds me here behind this hedge, tucked away in this nice field, one of the nicer fields I walked past. I figured that's it. This is as far as I can walk. It's been a long day, but it's time for some food and some sleep, and I'm gonna have to be an early riser tomorrow, just in case somebody comes to kick me out, which means breakfast is gonna be somewhere else. Bit of a shame. Last night to the coastal way would have been nice to celebrate in calm, peaceful location, because it's been an awesome day, but that's what happens when you're a bit of an idiot. Anyway, time for a beef hot pot, a minced beef hot pot, a naked bar, a lecky tablet, and somehow Harry Potter goblet of fire tonight. So that's it, that's me. Got about 13 miles to walk tomorrow, which is absolute bliss considering how it's ended today. But the rest of today has been unbelievable. The first 3/4 of it has been, so I'm not gonna let this ruin it. I'm gonna get myself some food, relax, go to bed and deal with breakfast in the morning. That's me. Never would have known I'd been there. I mean, it would be a lovely spot if it wasn't someone's house or land, but what a beautiful view still. Unfortunately, I have somehow flung one of my tent pegs into there. Pretty devastated. Not sure how that's happened. 1 of 4. Nice little tent peg too. Anyway, better leave before somebody actually does come. Well, an eventful evening. It's 26. Up early because pure stressed about somebody coming and finding me and booting off in an angry Scottish tone. But I'm feeling surprisingly fresh. Like half recovered everywhere on my body, but I might not look fresh, to be fair. It's a nice morning. Now I need to go and find somewhere. One, I need some decent enough water that I can filter, and 2, I need to find somewhere down by the coast, which I will find via the coastal path, which I'll rejoin soon, and I'll have my breakfast there and, if possible, dry my tent a little bit, because Haven't had the chance this morning, but it's a lovely morning. At least it makes it worth it getting up at 5 o'clock. Stupid crow, I think it was trying to grass on me, like, I'm not gonna lie. Well, I'm off without a 10 peg, 1 10 peg down, which I'm quite upset about. I really have no idea how I managed that. I feel like I'm starting to think that that might be payment for my spot in the fields for the night. Payment by peg. Anyway, steady few miles away till I get back on the path. Let you know how I'll get on. So on my search for water, I heard a waterfall, I heard some water running. Thought this could be the spot. Wow, pretty interesting actually. $300 million years. 300 million years of sedimentation. Apparently the red stuff is what used to be a desert, and the grey fault line is a wetter period. Pretty fucking cool. So I'm gonna drink straight out of that, well, straight out of it, but I'm gonna filter straight out of that fresh looking water from the Ice Age. Well, that's a side quest for water completed. That was a success. Learned a little bit of history in the meantime. So back onto the main quest, finding somewhere nice and calm and quiet for some breakfast. I think the tide's gone in now, but I'm gonna head down that way. You can see where I was pointing there, but heading back down towards the coast. Hopefully I can find somewhere I can just take the load off for a bit. The tide's at pretty low right now, but I mean over there on those rocks, I think. What what a morning. You wouldn't think I'd only had about 6 hours sleep. I'm feeling fine. I'm sure that'll wear off, but yeah. Right, I'm away on the final stretch. Just had a beautiful breakfast with a beautiful view. Couldn't have asked for a better last morning, I guess. Gonna power through for the last 10 to 13 miles or so. I'm excited, I'm sore, ready for the end. So I've started heading along these boulders, thinking I will enjoy the rest of the way till the end point of Broddick on the coast, but it's taken forever. It's lethal, it's tough on the knees, it's beautiful, but you're battling against the tide, and I don't fancy getting stranded on these rocks when the tide comes back in, so going back on myself. In hindsight, I probably should have looked or thought, that's a nasty red alternative route. Maybe don't go that way, Liam. But I was just drawn by that. Walking around to that all day, but I mean, I almost broke my ankle on a couple of occasions there, so think I made the right choice. That's more like it. Well, I'm on the final stretch. Just bounced, or hobbled rather, through Lamlash. Now I'm just walking by Lamlash Bay. Wasn't planning on doing 20 miles today, but I have done, so my feet are fucked. But this last stretch is pretty rewarding, like. I mean, it's been a pleasure, like. I mean, what a place. I can't believe I still haven't had fish and chips, but maybe I'll find some in Brodick or Ardrossan, rather. But yeah, final push. You'll see me slap that little monument of the Isle of Arran at the end. So I was wrong. That wasn't the final stretch back there. This is the final stretch. That stretch just took me for everything I have left. Finally on the final stretch. Gonna batter this, box it off and get some scran, because I need it and deserve it. And here we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Completed, mate. You can see that 73 miles. Oh, mega fucked it. But there we go. Started there. Dusted it off.